I'm Anderson Cooper, and today on 60 Minutes, we sit down with the man who single-handedly blew apart the wartime alliance of the Soviet Union, Canada, Britain, and America to discuss his experience in the Russian espionage and his brave decision to defect. Welcome, Mr. Guzenko.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure. So, Mr. Guzenko, tell us a bit about how you got to where you are today.
I was born January 13th, 1919 in Rogachev, Belarus, Russian Empire. I joined the military and was trained to become a chipper clerk. I was stationed in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada in 1943. I was a part of the many Soviet intelligence spy networks working in Canada.
I see. Now, because you were working for the Soviet military intelligence, you must have been exposed to a lot of sensitive information.
Yes. Very top secret information and documents I was exposed to every day.
And this helped you to defect?
Yes, I switched political allegiance into Canada in September 5th, 1945. I exposed the Soviet spy networks operating in Canada, Britain, and the United States. All the Soviet spy networks going on in Canada and other countries were the Soviets preparing for a Third World War.
And how did you go about doing this? Switching sides? You risked your life for this.
I knew I did a very dangerous thing. No one in the Canada government would believe me if I told them their own alliance was spying on them. So I stole over 100 secret documents from the Soviet embassy. The Soviets tried to recapture me, but failed.
So, eventually the government believed your story.
Yes, they did, and they kept me and my family under protected custody. When it became evident that a widespread Russian espionage was at work in Canada, it led the Mackenzie government to the arrest.
Your documents led to the arrest of several dozen Canadians, and most shockingly, not only the amount of spies, but the amount of them that were native-born American. What was the most shocking thing the government discovered from your defect, in your opinion?
Well, I believe that the fact that I had testified that Canadian spies had been communicating critical information on nuclear weapons to the Soviets. With these discoveries about communicating sensitive information, the UN no longer controlled the nuclear weapons and it would go to the United States. This eventually led up to the American buildup of enormous amounts of nuclear weapons to defend itself against any Soviet nuclear attacks.
Mr. Guzenko, your affair set the tone of suspicion and paranoia during the Cold War, and rightfully so. Your revelation showed that some alliances cannot be trusted. So, where are you now?
I am living with a new identity and for the rest of my life will be living under police protection in Canada. This is why I wear this mask on my head.
Mr. Guzenko, we thank you for joining us today and sharing with Canadians your experiences and sacrifices.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you, Anderson Cooper.
Thank you folks for watching. 60 Minutes will return in 2 minutes.